thinking about what's coming up tomorrow, which is the election, and a word that has been in my spirit, in my soul, in my mind, in my thoughts is the word resilient. As we embark on this election, this 2024 election, that is tomorrow, I just want us to remember, regardless of who wins, whether it is Vice President Harris or former President Trump, that we have always been a people of resilience. We have always been a nation of resilience. Here, even in South Carolina, we just recently went through a storm, and I'm sure a lot of us thought, how are we going to make it through this? But we're making it. Some of us have come out on the other side, and some are still working towards getting back to a sense of normalcy. But we are a people of resiliency. We have been through so much as individuals, as a state, as a nation, as a country. We have been through a lot. So again, regardless of who gets into that White House, we're going to make it. And whoever gets into the White House, or whomever you may have voted for, I know a lot of talk has been about, well, if you vote for this one and you vote for that one, then you're this or you're that. For me, regardless of who I vote for, it does not mean that I'm no longer a child of God. It does not mean that I no longer believe that Jesus is Lord, that He died for my sins, my infirmities, and my iniquities. It does not change my beliefs or my values. And so I want to encourage you to not listen to the rhetoric that because you vote for one party or the other, or one person or the other, that you are devaluing yourself or you are compromising. Because as we know, there's not one party that we will agree with everything that they say and that they do. And most of the time, they don't do half of what they have campaigned to do. That's just real talk. But even with that, because you vote for one, because you vote for Vice President Harris, or you vote for former President Trump, that doesn't mean that you are no longer a Christian. It doesn't mean that you no longer have values and belief. You just chose to vote for one or the other, and probably because there were some other things outside of some things that you may not agree with that you did agree with, and those things were heavier than the things that you don't agree with. Again, whoever gets in the White House doesn't mean that if they are for this, that I am for that. It's just who, when I voted my heart, and that's who I went for. So I just want to encourage you all this morning, and to remind you, as I remind myself, that we are a resilient people, that we will bounce back, that no matter what, as my husband says, Jesus is Lord, regardless of who is elected. And remember that the greatest commandment is to love God with all our heart, mind, and soul. The second is to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. So if we walk in love, and we know love covers a multitude of sin, if we walk in love, we'll be all right. We will bounce back. We will be a people of resilience. We will make it. We can stay encouraged. We can stay in this thing. Again, it doesn't devalue you. It doesn't mean that you're compromising. It doesn't mean, so let's be careful of how we listen to the media, of how we listen to social media, how we listen to others. And sometimes you have to set those boundaries where you say, you know what, if we ain't talking the same talk, because what you're saying is causing me to be more emotional, causing me to be stressed, then let's not talk about that. We know that a lot of times most places of employment discourage individuals talking about it, politics, rightfully so. So let's stay encouraged and remember that we are a people of resiliency. Regardless of who gets in the White House, we're still going to make it. We're going to be all right. Again, this is November the 4th. I hope that you walk out your purpose today. Have a purpose-filled day.